Ulysses. Yeah. I didn't do it. Oh? You didn't decide I did the deed, did you? Well, I don't not expect anyone. Fantastic. I feel a frantic feeling following fallouts or villainies, like Thrawn. Did you just make an alliteration? Alliterations are always amazing. Cut. Can you confirm the consistencies in my case? Well, what would you want? The where, the why, the when? Whatever you wish. Damn, this is done. Fine. I heard from one of your brothers that Hugo had been speaking with them about something. And I also heard from them that you had participated in that conversation. What was it you were talking about? He was monologuing on the monstrous amount of misinformation money-wise. The mechanics make a minuscule amount of money. Meanwhile, the mourning of our old man made for melancholy moments. Moments most memorialized his meeting with the Maker, with the malicious memory of his murder. Motivations were the meanings of that memorable, monotonous morning. Meaningless. So you're saying there's a possibility that that discussion leads to who could have done it and why? Said simply, sure. I would prefer our discussion be simple as to focus on the details. Detectives devote their decisions to details. So dependent. It's definitely detrimental. I'd do it differently, detective. A detrimental decision for a detective is one where he ignores the details, Ulysses. But not a detrimental decision at all for the guy he's after. Well, thank you. You may leave. Through thick and thin? Please leave. Okay. Now, you are, as you probably know, the last person that I will question today. I will give you my timelines of last night, there was a celebration for your father. During that party, you and your brothers were talking about something. Hugo mentions that he didn't make as much money as a mechanic. Which reminds your father... The Pineapple King. The Pineapple King is reminded that he needs to talk with Hugo about something. He goes outside with Hugo and talks about something with him, until Oliver hears something. I heard something. It wasn't Oliver. No, it was me. And here's what I heard. You can't do this to me. And I have a script of that conversation down. Let me know if this sounds right. I'm thinking of raising the rent. What? I know it's hard, but Ulysses is dragging this family down and... Well, I hope you can understand. No. This isn't fair. You can't do this to him. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, I heard... You can't do this to me. Right. Well, tell me if this sounds right. I'm thinking of raising the rent. I know it's hard, but you're dragging this family down. And, well, I hope you can understand. No. This isn't fair. You can't do this to me. That doesn't seem right. I figured it wouldn't. Now, Grant, can you tell me what happened after the party? Well, after a while, Hugo and the Pineapple King kept talking in the office, and Ulysses went into the study, I think. Oliver went up to bed, and I went to go play drums. You're a drummer. How do you keep the sound from waking people up at night? Yeah, just some soundproofing in the walls. Works pretty well, actually.
Will someone stop this suffering?
Grant, when you're playing, can you hear anything upstairs? Nope. So you wouldn't be able to hear if, say, someone moved from one room to another? Well, I do know one thing. The Pineapple King and I played a game of pool. I've heard about your pool games. It's not really your strength, is it? Okay, I'm decent. Yeah, okay, so I'm not good at pool. Sue me. And I've heard you and your father place bets. Yeah, and it's unfair. I mean, he knows I have a gambling addiction. He totally takes it to his advantage. And he lies, too. I mean, like, last night, you know what he said? He said, I owe him over $1,000. And that isn't right. Tell me again what you said to your brothers during the party. Oh, wow. You know, I've really recently gotten into saving koalas. Yeah, I know, really cool. They're endangered, I think. Is that right? Doesn't matter. The music in Australia just soothes the soul. You know what I mean? I'm guessing that's not what you meant. Not even close. Okay, so what conversation were you talking about? Let's see. Hugo mentioned how we can't make any money as a mechanic. You mentioned that you couldn't beat your father at the pineapple. Yeah, I remember that. Ulysses was there too, and Oliver. Did they mention anything during this conversation? Well, of course, Oliver had something to say. He's horrible. He's been paying me at my work. I mean, I can't sell a single book without him taking it and selling it for 10 times the amount of copies that I could ever hope to sell. I mean, I oughta just... And so did Ulysses. As is Albert with my art. Always amazed at my ability and always airing his art as my art. I'm as ambitious as any artist, but an artist as ambitious as Albert Crook. You can't just use the Pineapple King's real name like that. I'll allow myself any ability or authority I ask for. Albert ain't an authority. If anyone as absorbed as Albert assumes or acquires any abnormal authority, such as the authoritative acknowledgement of Albert as the Pineapple King, abruptly absorb that authority out of his ass. Apologies for the aggressive alliterations, Albert. Accepted. I've begun to take a serious disliking to Ulysses. Welcome to the club. Did anything happen closer to midnight? No. 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 Yes. The Pineapple King was talking with me about his strategy to beat Ulysses in the arcade. Sounds like a pretty good motivation to me. You're sick. You know that? Well, that wasn't the only thing. I was going to bed when I heard the TV playing. Then, a couple of seconds later... No! Did you hear anything else? Any sounds? Any other words? Nope. Nothing. I'll bet you anything it was the Pineapple King being stabbed. I'll bet you anything it was Grant losing at pool. I don't even know. Would you kindly push aside the popped corn? Make me. Okay, fine. I was up at midnight. I got up and the Pineapple King wasn't anywhere to be seen. Okay, fine. I stopped playing drums and I went and I played a game of pool. With myself. Pineapple King must have